Hi Pisces, hello, welcome to my channel Universal Power Tarot. My name is Marta. These messages I bring you here are supposed to encourage, elevate, and empower you guys. All right, the messages here are for those that seek personal and or spiritual growth. So everybody's welcome here, of course, but just know that these messages can be very triggering, okay? They don't have to be, but they can be at times, all right? Pisces, I already pre-shuffled all of your cards. Okay. Three are out already. This is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Please only take what resonates and leave the rest behind because that means it's for somebody else. Excuse me. You know that when you're when you're how do you say that? Like with your own spit, when you start to like choke on your own spit, that's what just happened. All right. So, anyways. Oh my god, what a day. Okay. So, it's not gender specific, you guys, okay? It's not time specific either. You can reverse the placements. Whenever the title of a reading speaks to you, then it might be yours at the time and it might have messages in it for you, no matter if it really has your sign on it or not, because we pretty much have every sign in our chart, anyways, okay? All right. So yeah, that being said, it might be different for other readers, but for me, it's like the resonate via title. Okay. But also the other way, whichever way, right? Whatever resonates with you is good. So, your reading, we have karma. Okay, Pisces, the scales are being balanced here. It's also like a karmic cycle wants to be closed right now. Wants to be closed right now. Things are very much in motion. Very much in motion. And what I'm getting here is very specific for some of you. It's like you wanted it to be exactly that way. So that might mean that you agreed to it. This is in the realm of soul contracts. You agreeing to it before you came here, that it was supposed to be exactly that way and no other way. Or it could actually mean right now, like in this life, that you want it to be that way, that you're okay and seeing things from a different perspective, and thus understand that the scales are in need of balancing right now. It's also in the realm of subconscious and conscious. Making the unknown known, making the unknown known. You might also be in need of a hug, of human like comfort, human closeness, which is very understandable during these times right now. That's what I'm seeing here for some of you. Yeah, and praying. I see some of you praying here as well. But they want you to know that the angels are always with you, and you can always ask for angelic help. Always ask for angelic help whenever you need it. Whenever you need it, ask and then feel into it. Really allow yourself to feel into it. Sometimes they also might not come in that moment, but they will be with you. Will be with you. They are anyways, right? But for us to feel it sometimes, it just takes a little bit. It takes a moment. Yeah. Oh, Pisces. You had to walk away from something that was not beneficial for you anymore. Now that could be deliberate or a little bit undeliberate. So this could, to me, this could talk about of you being let go of a job. Could be it already happened. So don't stress. Okay, this is something that already happened, or you walking away from a relationship or situation, and that was no longer beneficial to you. And this could have very well been a tearful event or something that kind of shook you. But regardless, you still walked away. Like you mustered up the strength to walk away from this. You're like, no, I'm done with it. I'm no longer doing this. Yeah, and you walked right into healing. That is gorgeous. Aquarius energy, right? Right into healing. Oh my God. And something that you really, 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 really wanted. This is it. Like, this is the karmic cycle that's been closed out. You're healing from this. You're healing this karmic cycle finally. Oh my God. I love this. Because when we're in these karmic cycles, often when we don't get the lesson, it's just like this one loop that just keeps looping and looping. And you're like, oh my God, I just want to get out. I want to have a different experience here. And I see you getting out finally. How awesome is that, Pisces? Yes! Because this is quite big, right? This is no small matter here at all. At all. You're right you're walking right into healing here, right into healing and into a very different experience of life. Absolutely. It's much more lush there and much more peaceful, much more tranquil. That's what I'm seeing here. This might very well for some of you put you in the spotlight too. Yep, absolutely. Wow, I love this. It's also talking about reciprocity. That card is talking about, right? You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is indeed you put in so much work for this cycle to finally close out, for that loop to end. You're like, yeah, now I'm stepping out. Now I'm stepping out and walking right into healing, right into healing. I love this, and this is so beneficial to you. And you with the Knight of Wands, you're really, again, this is even more so, you were really persistent. You were like, no, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna, like, again, this is mustering up the strength, I feel, and mustering up the, okay, now I'm doing it. I might not know exactly where it is that I'm going yet, but I'm not doing this anymore, says the Pisces. Definitely not. I'm done with this. Over and out, right? Over and out. Oh, wow. This is still you, the Queen of Cups. Yes, mate, exactly. And that's where the healing occurs in your emotional world. This is also a person that's highly intuitive. I just heard Cancer too. It's interesting. Okay. So this might apply for some of you. Maybe you have strong Cancer in your chart, or it's a Cancer you're actually dealing with. But I'm really feeling this is you here. This is you, Pisces. So a very emotionally connected female, I almost want to say, although it of course can apply to males as well. The ability to look behind the veil, to look behind the hidden also. Again, we have that. The ability, you have the ability to look behind what's behind, almost like, right? What's behind, you have the ability to look what's behind, what's beyond. The hidden, you have the ability to see the hidden. And that's so interesting. And you put up quite the fight here. You did. And that's good because that really pays off here. Queen of Cups is also a perfect wife, good mother. And really, she's very, again, in the realm of reciprocity, she's now ready to receive, or he's now ready to receive, open to receive, right? This is when the healing has already taken place. You are then like, hallelujah, like that, right? You're like, yes, Pisces is finally free and very relaxed, peaceful, that sort of a thing. Yeah. Family patterns. The Nine of Cups in this deck to me is a family patterns. Yeah, this restricted you quite a bit and held you back, held you in a different perspective, in a different stance. Again, different life experience, right? As soon as you get out of that loop with, you know how you have different colored glasses on, when you have like pink colored glasses on, the world will look a lot different than if they're tinted black, right? It just looks different. Or yellow colored glasses, if you ever did that. So that's very different. That's a different life experience. And what I see you do here is you're taking those glasses down. You're like, oh, there you go, those belong to you, those weren't even mine, so there you go, I'm gonna put on these. They're so awesome. You know, the pink ones with the hearts, that's what you're putting on. And I'm not saying you're in love, although you could be, with the Queen of Cups here. Maybe in love with yourself. But I really see you putting on the different glasses now. So that lesson is over. That lesson is learned. You finally stepped out of it. Having to do with ancestral patterns, family patterns. Yeah. And that caused you to be, that's low self-esteem, right? With the Eight of Swords here. Low self-esteem, being all up in your head, like mental imprisonment, basically, which is not real. This is only, again, with the glasses. You can take this off. You're like, okay, throw that over there, being like, it's no longer me. That is no longer me. I no longer want that. I no longer want any attachment to that either. And with the mastery, you're really taking the reins in your hands and you're like, yes, this is my life. This is what I want, says Pisces here. That's how I imagine my life to be. And that's what I'm going to get. That's what I'm really getting it myself, like Pisces says, like I'm actively getting it. And it's so funny that I said Cancer, because that's the Cancerian card, right? That is so funny. So funny. But you're really taking the reins in your hand, and you're almost like, whatever it takes, you're doing this now. You're doing this now. Beautiful. Ooh. The Page of Rods, which is a messenger. There's a message coming in for you. Message coming in for you. Ooh. Three of Cups here. That could be a reconciliation. It also talks, this card, about social gatherings, right? Social gatherings, and you're being invited to a social gathering here. The Lone Man. So maybe this could mean that you're waiting on a reunion of some sort, or that you're longing, of course, with the isolation right now, that you're longing for that social gathering, and that you want, let's say you just really want to go dancing, right, and you just can't right now, because of the social isolation, and you're just waiting on that to happen, or waiting, again, for others of you, waiting on the reconciliation with that person, or with that coming back together with the person. So it doesn't even have to be that you're separated, although for some of you it can mean that, because of the Eight of Cups here, the walking away. Yeah. Either way, you're undergoing a huge transformative process here. You are, that takes you deep into your emotional and subconscious realm. Could also mean enlightenment, like the Lone Man, the Hangman. Yeah, absolutely. Enlightenment. Secrets are being revealed. That's a Piscean card, of course, right? With the illusion, with the moon here. Yeah. And again, I'm getting Cancer. So for some of you, you really are dealing with a Cancer here, or have strong Cancer in your chart. Yeah, like secrets are being illuminated. Possibly for some of you, this could be about a third party situation here. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm getting betrayal with this as well. Yeah. But as soon as you see this, that's the good news, right? It's you're freed. You're freed in that moment. Yes, painful, but also over after this. Over after this, right? And you're like, okay, now I see it. Now I know who you truly are. Now I know the situation and what the situation was all about. And that's that for me, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, mate. Wow, Pisces. The Tower. We have the Tower. And it's almost like it's like a pinnacle that is coming together like this. It's like brewing together, and then it's like it reaches its peak with that Tower moment. And Tower moments are a really good thing. Because they're not feeling good in the moment, right? But they're so, so good for us. If you've ever experienced this, which I'm sure most of you have several times here, then you'll know. Remember when you are in this moment, remember how they used to play out, or how things used to be so different, right? How things are different after huge events in our life. If we manage to turn that around, right, and make it our own and assume our responsibility, that's an important thing, really. It is, right? Because first we might be angry at the other person or the situation, but then really, in the realm of empowerment, absolutely, you have to, if you want that power back, you have to assume your part in that play here. You do. You have to see it as the 50-50 thing that it actually is. Because again, if you say, okay, you've got the 100, and you're like, it's your fault, then they've got 100%, and you're in that place where you have no power at all, because if they have 100%, you have none. So you want to assume those 50% and be like, oh yeah, actually I did this. I did that. This wasn't so good either. Okay, I see it now. And it's often the things that we tell other people that they are, or that they shouldn't be or do. That is often a very good indicator of ourselves, and the things that are within ourselves that really play part in the whole dynamic. Who I really recommend here is Byron Katie and The Work. the work, Byron Katie with her The Work. You can look that up online. It's like free papers that you can print out and you can really write that down. It's super duper helpful because it has this turnaround thing. You're very honest to yourself. It's like almost a slap in the face for yourself, but in the best way, because then you really know. And then you can turn these sentences around, and it's incredible what comes out. Like your subconscious rising up and really letting you know, hey, mate, this and that, right? It's super helpful, super helpful. Okay. And especially when we're talking about lies and deception, that's always a huge role in, okay, you haven't seen it before, so you may have deceived yourself, you may have lied to yourself, not allowed yourself to see that, and that is totally fine. It's totally fine. Maybe an apology to yourself might be in order here, but that comes after the whole working through the anger and then the grieving and then the forgiveness process. And then during this forgiveness process, don't forget to forgive yourself as well, right? Because it's totally okay to not see things in a certain dynamic, right? That's totally fine. All right, dear Piscean friends, before we take this over to the extended, in case this resonated with you, I'm gonna draw an Angels and Ancestors card here for you. So you can either follow me over to Vimeo and or Patreon. The difference is for all the newbies that Vimeo is, you can purchase single extendeds there, and Patreon is for every extended ever created, and there's an additional option for more as well. So you'll find over there additional monthly energy updates. You'll find pick a card readings that are Patreon exclusive. You'll find I always want to say earth, wind, and fire readings, which is of course not true, right? Earth, fire, air, and water, right? Readings, water sign readings. So that's what you'll find over there, and you'll get immediate access to all of that stuff as soon as you sign up. Okay, guys, that's that basically. All right, so let me draw a card for you. Here we go. That's that. That's for Pisces. Wow. Oh my God. I love this card. You have the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. That is an interesting card to receive. A very interesting card. And yeah, you'll do with it whatever you think is fitting to your life and necessary. But this one, if you follow the advice of this one, like in my own experience, is so beneficial. So beneficial, because these cards will let you know whether to fight or to just let it rest. And because spirit often takes care of these matters, especially when this card is coming out, you don't have to be involved anymore in this kind of a situation, which is also some kind of a relief. Okay, so Peacekeeper, I find. Here we go. So, Peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Choose peace and happiness over the need to be right. Rather than trying to prove a point, save your energy for what's important. The Peacekeeper is a wise Native American woman who has been influenced by White Buffalo Woman. She holds a peace pipe, which is emblematic of surrendering the need to fight and offering harmony instead. She is a soul who knows what it's like to feel under threat and to stand up for what she believes in and what's right. Her medicine helps you to take the higher road in every situation, even if you're under pressure to make a quick decision. It is a reminder that within your hands lies the power to make the right choice for all involved. You may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded that by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you know you'll be fighting a losing battle. There is much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply to the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. You know it's calling you. Oh, that's beautiful, Pisces. Wow, I love that. And one more guardian angel card for you here. Oh, this one interesting. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, expression, expression. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self expression is liberating and healing. And so it is, absolutely. All right, Pisces, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscriptions, donations. I am so grateful to you. Thank you for all your love and support. I'm sending you much love and light, and I'll either see you over on Vimeo and Patreon or next time. Bye.